and we are live with Touhou World Cup 2025 in the ripe time of 4 AM Central European summertime. How are we all feeling?
It's 10 PM and I'm ready to stay up.
It's
Hell
10
yeah.
AM for me.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Everyone has different time zones.
Yeah. Sometimes that also can happen. I'm running on basically just an app right now, but that should be just enough time because this game is one of my personal favorites, so that should keep me going for the next 2.5 hours probably.
It's quite a long match, yeah.
1.5
Yes.
hours plus final run, which will probably start at the beginning of stage 1, so we got another 50 minutes over there.
Yeah, or 50 seconds. It could go either way.
True.
Yeah.
So, what's all of this about? For those of you who are new here, maybe we should try and talk about that. What is all of this that you're looking at? Well, Touhou World Cup. It is, of course, an annual international tournament. I'd call it a showcase more than a tournament, but it is a tournament format. And yeah, we have 3 contestants today competing in Lunatic scoring, but there are other categories as well, as you may read. For more details, if you want to know more, maybe look at some previous results, look at the schedule of what's coming up in the next, believe it or not, 6 or 7 weeks. Then you can visit our website called touhouworldcup.com. And as for today's match, we have 120 minutes, which is exactly 2 hours for possible new credits to be started in. And what the players are actually competing for is TWC score, which basically the thought behind that is that the scoring potential of all the shot types are not created equal, so we try to balance it out in a way so that a strong, I don't know, basically maybe I'm just throwing out numbers here, maybe like a 3.3 billion with Marissa V will give the same as 3.9 or 4 billion with Sakebi, for example. That's the idea.
It also allows people to use different shot types so they don't have to be forced to use Sakebi to get the high score.
Yeah.
In fact, I think we'll be seeing some shot variety in the match today.
Yeah. So, what's the system like? Well, maybe if you played the game yourself, you may have seen these numbers down in the bottom left corner of the game field. So basically, going backwards, Cherry Max is basically the cap of how much a point item is worth. Practically speaking, that's what they're gonna try to raise during the game. Well, but the actual value of a point item is the cherry, which you see there. Cherry Max can be seen as sort of the soft cap, in a way. The true hard cap is 10 million, but that's impossible to reach in any practical way without cheating. Cherry Plus is special because when it reaches 50k, we get a supernatural border, and raising Cherry Plus is done by collecting star items, which comes from cancelled bullets, cherry items, which are those little pink things, and I'm noticing right now that that's not a transparent image. Maybe we'll fix it next year, remind me. And finally we shoot enemies, especially unfocused. So when you activate a border, grazing is incredibly important because it raises the Cherry Max by 80 for every graze, although that's only if you're unfocused while grazing. Focused is 30 per graze, so we'll be seeing a lot of unfocused grazing. furthermore, when it runs out, because we don't want to break them, because it gives 10,000 cherry max when it times out, and a border bonus worth 10 point items. And of course, grazing is also important during spell cards, because it raises our spell card bonus. You'll be seeing that quite a lot. A little bit on Prism Rivers and very notably on Yusuke, but we'll get there when we get there. And this is the graph for today. We see Sakuya B obviously has the highest potential, so she has the least steep graph, followed by Reimu B and the other shots.
I like how you guessed right. You said 3.9, Sakuya B is like 3.3 with the Marisa B, and it looks like it matches.
Yeah. Alright, so playing for Team Aya, we have probably the strongest PCB player by far for the past decade. Because he holds 5 out of 6 PCB Lunatic records, which he actually held the sweep for quite a while before that. He also has world records sweep in Phantasm, that's where he started. And yeah, he's done quite a lot actually. Developed much of the modern routing, many of the strats, and yeah, he has actually participated since 2020, although he participated in Phantasm last year.
You wrote down Meister
also
47
really
out of 50.
survival.
Nice.
Yeah. Alright, for Team Hatase we have icterine. He's quite a bit newer actually, like he kinda just showed up in like 2020, 2021-ish, and he only started playing PCB seriously after TWC 2021, and like actually has been very active in strat hunting and routing. But in that time, he has seriously like climbed to be a force to be reckoned with, because he has the third place in the second strongest shot type, which is Reimu B, and that one's, side note, also the second most popular shot type. He has 3.33 billion, and he has made a segmented run which reaches 4.24 billion.
Pretty insane. You should all give it a watch.
Yeah.
Someone have a
It
link
was
to
quite
post in
recent
chat.
too, like less than a month ago.
Someone already posted it. Nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
And finally, playing for Team Momiji, we have Spell. Spell is, I guess, in the middle, because like Yusuke is super old, icterine is super new, Spell is in the middle. He has basically gone for 3 billion with all shot types, which he does actually have now. He has had second place in all shots for a while. He has held Reimu A world record a few times, including now. 3.2 billion is his PB. And yeah, just overall basically the second best player of all time. But something to be noted is that he has won TWC matches against Yusuke, because he is insanely consistent.
Could you explain this 9999 thing?
Sure. So like during a lot of Spo's PBs, his like basically he would very often be like maybe just 1 million below a certain milestone, if not less. So what you would often see in his score PBs is like 4 9s or whatever, and not the epic 3.5. Like, just take his Reimu B PB, for example. It sits at a 3499. Like he has had a tendency to be extremely close to milestones over the years. Like I remember seeing like one of his first 3 billion runs, which would have been a 3 billion run. He actually got 2.99 for that one, for example.
Damn, unfortunate.
Yeah.
So, since we got a few seconds, I don't know if anyone saw what Yusuke was doing. He was shooting diagonally. That's pretty cool. You'll be seeing a lot more of that later. We can talk about that when it actually starts, though.
Yeah.
Alright. We should be starting soon. Alright,
Technically, we have started, but everyone's practicing. Nice.
Yeah.
That's why we have 2 hours for this match, so they can do like 1 hour practice first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like we got 2 different shot types right now. We got Sakia B and Reimu B, so we can see some variety. Oh my god, English is hard today. That's what happens when I stay up late. Alright, we'll see what the last shot type will be as well.
Should I spoil it?
We're gonna see it right now. Okay, so clearly he watched the Sakia B replay, so it's gonna be Sakia B, right? Oh, wait, what? Oh my god.
Oh.
It's the laser girl.
Yeah. Spo's actually going with Marissa B this year. And he also seems to have learned his lesson to not practice during the match, so we actually have some material to work with.
Yeah.
So any PCB run, of course, starts with as you would. You just stand in one place for 45 seconds.
Wait, that's not how it starts. It starts in the menu screen where you go to the replay option and watch a replay for like 1 frame, and then you go to the game. Should we explain the replay?
Yeah, sure.
Or we'll save it for later, maybe on another run, because he's already reaching the mid-boss.
Yeah. Okay, so, sure, no. Obviously we see him shooting unfocused in order to raise his Cherry Plus, which he has very kindly and separated from the corner there and onto the side, if you prefer to read that. So, he is shift tapping a little bit, but we'll get into that. Yeah. So, alright, border activation right now. He's gonna try to manually graze as best he can here while the border is active, because it is raising up both his Cherry and his Cherry Max.
Yeah, this graze is very tricky to nail down.
Wait,
16.9.
16.9.
I don't know about that.
I think Street is gonna have to have a conversation with Spo later.
Street's not here. Then again, does Marisa have difficulty grazing compared to other shot types, or is it relatively the same? Because I feel like the faster speed helps.
So, something I've always noticed with Marissa in the old games is that she just moved a little bit too fast for comfort. And I'm not sure what exactly her grace box is, but I think it's the same size as Reimu, even though her hitbox is larger.
Someone in chat mentioned that it's actually smaller than Reimu, and I remember hearing about this, but when I asked the 2 players, icterine and SP0, about it, they told me it doesn't make that much of a difference right now. Unless you're doing like really crazy graces, in general, it's basically, you're going to be feeling the same.
Yeah.
The grace he's doing right now. Will he reset? No way he's not resetting, but that's a lost spell. Did we talk about what spell cards do?
Yeah.
Why capping them is important? Someone do it.
Oh yeah, capping spell cards increases the value of every subsequent cherry item by 100 per. So it's very important to some routes to cap a certain number of spell cards by blah 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 points.
I'm starting to wonder, was that actually intentional? He's still going, right?
He collided with the final stack. You really don't want to do that.
So normally they bomb here for Cherry Plus items, or star items, I guess. Will he do it though? Because he broke the border, right?
Started his run.
Nice. 3-3-3-3-3. Was that a score? The new PB? Must go check.
Yeah, that's.
Yep, that was a score. 3-3-3-3.
Yeah, Icterine's PB is fairly recent. Actually achieved basically last week, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it was like a few days ago, right?
A few days ago, yeah. I think it was yesterday, actually. I woke up and I saw the score.
I'm not sure. I think it might have been the 12th.
It might have been the day before, yeah. Every day is a blur nowadays. So he has a 358k PIV, or Cherry Max, right now. In his previous run, he had 370k, so definitely that was a mistake. But I guess he can afford it for a safety run.
Yeah.
Is Yusuke gonna finally start his run? No, still in practice. Does he know when it starts?
Hope so.
I hope he does.
Let me go check his chat and see if anyone's alerting him. I think he did this all the other years, so it should be fine.
In previous years, this was like a spell thing, though. Actually, I think Yusuke may have practiced in previous years. Okay, suppose side right now. We call this the green section. Basically, it is a it's basically just a streaming section, but
Frame grades. I frame escape, sorry. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so when borders end, they give you 2 out of 3, like 2/3 of a second of invincibility frame with which you can not get hit.
Yeah.
So you'll see this being used here and there to, get out of tight situations while maximizing grace during the border itself.
And you can also use it to get more grays post-border. I think Icterine might do that on stage 3 Ellis spells. We can take a look and see. Oh, spin. Nice.
Chen spin.
So I did notice he got around like 60k from that border, so I think that's pretty good. The previous border, not this one.
60k green section is what Spo would consider average. I would consider it good. But I'm also a scrub, so make
Come on, you
that
have
what you will.
2.9, that's pretty high.
So,
Coming up is
green
another
section-
border. Oh,
yeah. Green section is actually a lot harder than it looks, because you want to grace the green lines.
is that
as-
enough? Okay. I think
as
he's gonna
close
let
as you
one
can.
item fall on him. Right
Yeah.
here. Nice.
Yeah, obviously
he-
there's multiple ways to activate this border. You can activate it by shooting enemies or by just collecting that one final item.
Really depends
But
on how
what-
much cherry plus you have.
Yeah. What is important about it is that that's one of the few times in the game you actually want to intentionally drop
Items, yeah.
cherry items.
To manage Cherry Plus.
Yeah. Because
So we're entering Chen.
Nice.
Chen-
He still hasn't been showing off the laser, so we'll hold off to explaining it for now.
I mean he has been showing it off. He just hasn't. We just haven't.
We just made it. He didn't make it obvious enough for us to notice.
Yeah, sporadic
I mean,
bursts
I
of shift
noticed it.
tapping.
Yeah.
He very kindly provided us with a PDF about it a few days ago.
I have it open right now.
Yeah.
I should
Oh,
have
there he's doing it. He's doing it.
Yeah. So you see him matching shift right now. So what's that all about?
Good question. What did Zim do now to make this shot so broken? Who would like to explain?
I don't have the PDF open.
Oh no, I have the PDF open, but I don't know if I can explain it well. Why is it always
I can
Marissa
try
B?
to.
Good question. Alright, I'll leave it to you.
So when Marissa B, is unfocused, her lasers are, spawned when she starts shooting. And when the player stops shooting or enters the focus state, the unfocused lasers enter the fading state and linger for about half a second. And so when Marissa B is focused, you can see the white laser there. But when Marissa B is transitioning from unfocused to focused, the unfocused lasers, which are the kind of
we're back.
Unfortunate.
Fortunate, yeah.
I think let's continue the explanation. So when Marissa B is going from unfocused to focused, the options when they move from between unfocused and focused, neither of the new unfocused lasers or focused lasers can spawn while Marissa is in the state of transitioning between focused and unfocused. So this player is shooting condition for the lasers to spawn follows the same 30 frame or half a second shot cycle as the other shot types. So if you press the shoot button once while unfocused, unfocused lasers will appear for 0.5 seconds active shooting and then 0.5 seconds fading. And so what this exploit does is it spams shift. Oh, another early death. So it spams shift such that new lasers are constantly spawned while the previous unfocused lasers despawn. So it spawns a lot of lasers together, and Optimal Task uses 20 Hz 1 frame focus, which produces 10 times damage from Marisa B's normal damage, which is massive. And though it's not humanly possible to, do that in run, RTA runs reach around 10 Hz tapping, which goes up to about 5 times damage increase, which is still really big.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're going to see something on Icterine's screen right now, so let's just pay attention to that quickly. It's really cool.
Yeah.
He's going to line up, he's going to like... Oh! Unfortunate.
That particular strat was found by Kana, by the way.
I'm so sorry.
It looks so scary.
You could say I killed his run by finding this like 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Anyway, so someone was asking about the item table, and then we'll get back to laser.
Sure.
Can someone explain what... Yeah, go ahead.
There is... So, like, basically the items in Stage 1 are kind of RNG in a way, because it's tied to a table, right? Basically, each enemy spawns this or that item, and that's usually determined when you start the game. However, when you start a replay, in order for it to not desync, you have to load in the correct table, right? So basically, when you start a replay, the game like loads in a particular item table. And as it turns out, there is one optimal item table with exactly one extra power item in it, and that's the one that they want. That one also has the benefit of not reaching 48 power before the mid-boss. So yeah, basically by loading a replay, they load that into memory, and by exiting out on the first possible frame, it stays in memory. That's basically just how it works.
Because for USD, you don't need to quit on the first possible frame. You can take as much time as you want, as long as enemies have not spawned yet.
Yeah. So, as for going back to Marisa B lasers, I guess the very short and simple explanation is that, like, basically by mashing shift in a certain way, you're stacking multiple little lasers on top of each other, which drastically increases both damage and gained C+.
Oh yeah, one additional thing is that, games from EOSD to IN register left and right shift both as, shift. So you can kind of tap both if you want to, or you can use the right hand to tap right shift while the left hand presses shoot.
Yeah. In practice, you'd need pretty good coordination to get it down, but in theory, you can do it out.
And it's a bit difficult to do on a controller, because controllers don't have 2 shift buttons, from what I understand. According to this document over here. He says it's more viable on my keyboard. So if anyone's interested in scoring PCB, please consider using a keyboard.
Yeah, keyboard, like, usually, in my opinion, keyboard and controller are kind of the same, but PCB scoring might be one of the few, very, very few places where keyboard has an advantage. Just because there's a lot of, like, little, really precise sort of movements you need to do occasionally, and yeah, long story short, a lot of that is just you get more precision with keyboard.
We're gonna see a bomb right here from icterine. No? Damn it! We'll see it now. There we go. Okay, so what this bomb's doing is basically a corner bomb. We're gonna convert these star items into C+ items. No wait, no, that came out wrong. Those star items are gonna increase the C+ value. So during the bomb, they are worth very little. Was it like 5 or something? No.
Yeah,
10. 5, okay. And then after the bomb ends, those star items are giving more C+ items. C+. English is hard. No!
He broke again.
He got most of the grace from it. Okay, he's resetting.
Yeah.
Damn, that menuing was pretty fast.
15 minutes in and Yusuke is still practicing.
Yes. He's on stage 5, so I guess after this is stage 6, and then we'll see runs.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
If I remember correctly, the most extreme case was actually Spo in like 2021 when he practiced for 50 minutes.
I think I remember that.
Oh my god.
Text
Is this
used
why
his
the reset
chat
time is 2
and-
hours?
Yep.
Yes.
And it seems like he knows that the match has already started.
Alright, so...
He says he's still warming up.
Yeah. Sometimes that also has to happen. Do I like it? No, but you know that this does have a tendency to happen in this match. You know, it can be, you know, as an afterthought, it can be seen as a pretty funny meme, which, you know, it is. But you know, we do need some material to work with.
Yes, but does this help us focus on like one stream at a time? What? Wait, is that 21k?
Yeah, that's 21k.
21k,
Damn,
yeah.
that's pretty good.
21,600.
Like, this is with Reimu, like she's slower and has a smaller grace box than Sakia, but still, that's pretty high.
Yeah. I mean, Reimu has a very manageable speed in this game, so that definitely helps with manual racing.
I forgot they have the same unfocus speed, Reimu and Sakia.
Do they?
They do, right? Same unfocus speed, right? Different focus speed.
I think Reimu's slower.
Really? Okay, someone bring up the numbers.
Yeah, not
Someone click this and we'll ask the streamers, not the streamers, the players later, because they know for sure. Both 4.0, thank you.
What?
Alright, I think it's time.
Movement speed.
I think it's time for you to retire, Yoshi. I can take over.
Get rebuilt for me.
I'll think about it. That was 29. I think you won 30k for this, but I guess 29 is still good.
30k is actually really high for this.
Oh, okay.
Because 30k is like 6 stacks and pretty good dark blue graces as well.
So he's gonna cancel at around 11 seconds? Yep, perfect. 1333. Another 1333? Really?
Power cancel?
Nice. So that power cancel turns the bullets into star items, which again gives more C+.
It also turns existing power items into cherry items, which, as you can see, you know, raises cherry plus by a bit more.
So we're gonna see another unfocused bomb here.
At least, okay.
He does it in such a way that the bomb does not damage the boss, but it does convert the bullets. Yep, go ahead.
So, from personal experience, this might... Okay, this time for sure.
Yes, that's good, that's good. Okay,
right.
Now you're safe.
Good.
We're finally free.
Okay, there we go.
We are through.
So close to 300.
Very good.
That was really good.
So, do you want to like explain? Do you want to explain like what's going on there before I rant about how PCB Reimu is not the slowest in the series?
All right. So basically, in EOSD you could like spawn graze bullets, like graze them on frame 1. But in PCB, I guess Zen was like, alright, let's add a delay. I don't know the exact number, I think it's like 8 frames, 12 frames, something like that. So you can't actually spawn graze bullets. But what about lasers? You can actually, like, graze them immediately. So what we're doing on this spell is, we're getting as close to the lasers as possible at the start, and hugging as many as you can to get as much graze as possible. And might as well have a border going on at the same time, so you get more cherry, cherry? PID?
Cherry Max.
Cherry Max, there you go. Alright, it's time for your rant.
Yeah, so this is a very small one, but Yuka feels slower than PCB Reimu because I don't know, she might have the same focus speed, but on focus she is slower. And it's probably also just because POFV feels like the sort of game where controllability is a must, so Yuka just has that massive disadvantage.
That was 50-something K?
Yeah, like...
Yusuke started his run.
He started runs. 393929. So what happened was, unfortunately, his score file died, so he is using a new score file, and that is his current high score on this score file.
Yeah, rest in peace, old score file with like 6,000 hours on it.
Yep, and
You'll be missed.
now there is no longer a score file with 4 billion. We need a new one.
Yep, we need a new one. Will it be Yusuke again? Probably. But will it be you? Will it be one of you in chat? Let's find out, shall we?
Someone brought up Marisa's laser in chat, so icterine actually told me today that sometimes you only want one laser to hit the boss, not both lasers, because if one laser hits the boss, it gives you 6 Cherry Plus, but it gets rounded up to 10. So basically you're doing less damage and getting more Cherry Plus. So you can kind of see SP0 doing that sometimes. He's shooting with the laser, but making sure only one laser hits the boss, like right here. So you do less damage and you get the same amount of Cherry Plus as you normally would. How did Yusuke even lose a score file? I'm not sure. I woke up one day and I asked him, why is your score missing? And he's like, the score file died. This is gonna be like 65? Oh wait, we should be looking at Reimu B run.
Yeah.
His game crashed a few minutes, I see.
So, icterine, first of all, this is a classic EOSD corner bomb to raise his C plus up. And get a nice cancel.
Nice.
So one of the advantages of Reimu B is that she gains Cherry really fast, and of course, as some of you may have noticed already when you're playing these games, the bosses actually have a few seconds of invincibility frames between attacks, so you can very easily exploit that to raise your Cherry Plus up by a lot.
Pretty nice that Zen included that in.
That
was a scary dodge. How did he live that? He's waiting for the cancel.
He lived through it because PCB is a magical game.
Nice.
It's a Christmas miracle.
617. But there's no Marisa A this time.
Christmas miracle in June.
Yeah. Just expand
just
Christmas season.
Just the opposite side of the year.
So one thing you might have noticed is icterine has only done the spell before this 56 times, and he's already this good. Look, he did this 58 times only. He has a pretty high cap rate on it. Does anyone know what's going on there?
Yeah, PCB doesn't track like capture rates in
exactly.
practice.
Yeah.
It only saves the history when you finish a run.
Yep. So even if you quit a run midway, it will not save it.
Yeah.
So that means he has 58 runs that have cleared and he saved it.
Yeah. Or, well, either cleared or game overed.
Oh yeah. Game overed, that too.
I think the history also saves from stage practice.
Yep, stage practice as well.
But only if you finish.
This graze he's doing right now is really scary. The one where the boss comes in from the left side and you have to dash to the center, because it's not fixed, like it's not static, so you gotta actually look when dodging.
I still have not figured it out.
Oh god, this one's pretty scary when she moves down, and you want to be shooting unfocused to get as much C+ as you need for the start of the next stage.
Yeah, there are routes where you do a suicide beforehand, and obviously like the old two-border Chen route can use extra bombs, but as it turns out, with this route, which is just the one bomb on first non, and then also not suiciding is super precise for C+.
I know this is just entering stage 3, but I'm comparing it to his PB, and he's ahead in grays and point items. And score! Oh wait, he's PB pace.
Ooh!
Alright,
now his PID is 2k lower.
41,000 C+ is fine. From personal experience, that is fine. And for cherry items, very good, very good.
Do we know if any of the 3 players has cherry display fix?
Good question. I'm pretty sure
Yusuke does
Spo...
not.
I'm pretty sure Spo usually has it. Spo... or
Is that even
icterine,
allowed?
I don't
So
know.
it's like vpatch gives that option to have it enabled or disabled.
Right.
So it's not like they're using any other tool to display it. It's just vpatch doing it.
Stage 3 stage section is impossible, by the way.
Speaking of impossible, the second mid-boss.
What? Second mid-boss is simple enough.
Nah, the border over here is... That's not this way, that's gonna be the next way. Nothing scary.
Yeah.
Border
So
now.
Spins.
Okay.
Alright, nice. One more wave.
yeah.
Perfect.
There
Okay, so now, if you thought that was bad, it gets worse on the next spell. Will you go crazy on the spell?
All right. Let's
this-
see actually.
The spell actually has a bug with the lasers, but apparently there's a way to avoid it, and I believe icterine knows how it's done, so we should be good.
Yeah. Bunraku is very random.
You also have to farm a lot, because these fairies drop items, so you actually want to kill them and go collect their items.
Yep.
You should be getting border soon.
While also not doing too much damage, but still doing enough damage to Alice
To the boss, yeah.
still cap spell.
Yeah.
He is not going crazy on this, but that's good. Safe run first.
Yeah.
Plenty of time.
When you're going crazy, you actually actually delay killing the dolls until like basically after their lasers disappear. Or actually, you graze the lasers for a bit and then you kill them.
Yes.
Oh.
Break. Sad.
So the entire post-mid boss is kind of routed, so you're always POCing at the same time. That was I'm assuming intentional?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
intentional. I forgot that was-
suicide.
What is the bug? The bug has to do with like the laser spawning early? I forget exactly how to explain it. Can you explain the Bunraku laser bug thing?
For what now? Bunraku bug. So basically, what sometimes can happen in rare cases, and by rare I mean it happens occasionally, and it's very annoying. Basically, there is a bug where the like graphics that telegraph where the lasers go. Occasionally, they actually like can kill you on the first frame that they spawn.
And that has to do with the fact that they have a tiny hitbox in the midpoint, and you're actually touching that one. And this is also used in Stage 4, the laser non, the second non, when you're using Sakya. You know how you can spin those red lasers? Anyways, we'll get into that when Yusuke reaches there. Speaking of Yusuke, he's on Stage 2, and his
Stage 2,
Cherry
yay.
Plus looks kinda hot. Oh, did he get the grace? I missed it. What was it? He's at 623 right now, but I missed what he was at before. Aw.
I missed it.
We'll see it
Me
for the
too.
next round. Oh, he did the unfocused bomb. Nice.
Yeah, that bomb is normally focused, but he still got the cancel that he wanted, so it should be.
That's
good.
actually planned. He did the unfocused in his PB as well.
Oh, okay.
Now I should mention he might use the iframes here after the border to like go up and graze and then jump back down. We shall see. Nope. I guess he didn't time the border. That's fine.
I mean, as long as you get the border in like a relatively decent timing, you can still get most of the grace. This spell very annoyingly is quasi-static. It's just the
Like static
rotational
but
element
rotated,
that's. It's just the rotational element that's random.
Nice cancel. 572.
And occasionally it can give you awkward rotation angles, and that
I
is
think
that is
Spo broke his Alice border.
Oh no.
very unfortunate.
Nice. So we're gonna see like, oh wait, there's no border break on this spell, sorry, with this shot type. We see one border on this. And we're gonna be back to farming items.
Yeah. It's significantly more difficult than it looks to farm items on this spell, by the way.
So even though the dolls have disappeared, they're still around for a few seconds, so you can keep shooting the area they once were at, and you can kill them. You can kind of see that happening right now.
Yeah. You also see like how aggressive you need to be to actually farm items. Because you seriously need to like push straight through in order to get to the POC line each time.
Alright. 675k. Basically 676k. He's gonna time the suicide. He's gonna get the border, but the border won't activate till your iframes are done. And nice. 687, that's pretty good. That's actually really good. Over 10k.
Good. That's actually slightly earlier timing than the old route. That's basically a timing that icterine developed, but then he also wants to lead Alice into a certain spot for it to work.
Essentially forcing her to move to the other way.
Yeah.
So you don't get rammed.
Yeah. She has to move away from you. And that can only happen if she's like all the way to the side, basically.
You notice that he did not shoot during the boss iframes? That's probably because he has enough Cherry Plus and doesn't need extra. You gotta manage your Cherry Plus for entering stage 4. I would have still done it too.
Oh yeah, that's the thing.
Oh yeah, speaking of borders not activating till your iframes are gone, we will see a bit of that during stage 4 opener if he makes it past.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he actually timed his border. Alright, check this out. Look at this. Yes. That's what we love to see.
Devious grace.
Alright, 247. I think that's enough. So now he's going to... I forgot the number that you want at the cancel. Was it 34? Maybe? He definitely has more than enough, so he's shooting focused here just so he doesn't get too much Cherry Plus. He does not want the border at the end of the spell.
Yeah, impossible spell. Impossible spell.
It's okay, right? He can still keep going?
Yeah, that death is fine.
He
just has to adjust a little.
Than PCB.
Yeah.
We can make
It's not ideal.
Hidden Star.
That's what I was thinking too. Like Autumn for Hidden Star, you just spin forever.
Yep.
Spo is also on Alice right now.
What is spinning? The act of moving your character in a circle.
He's continuing.
Well,
Nice.
Octagon, but...
Everyone's on a run past... Everyone's out of stage 1, that's pretty nice.
Alright. Yeah, okay, good.
Okay,
good.
Nice, okay.
He's good, he's fine.
We're good. Enjoy the grays. Break the border
Break
here.
the border, get a new one.
Another break coming up. No, we're gonna skip the break here. We're gonna break here. Yes.
Break here. Raise the last bit.
Just right down.
Break it.
Perfect.
Yeah,
and we're gonna bomb
And
this.
bomb.
And that's what you
So
talked
that we
about.
delay the border.
Yeah. And now we can grace this one.
Yeah.
And that was another spin you saw there.
Oh yeah. What did he get from that?
Sorry, I was so focused on the grays that I didn't look at this.
Me too.
I mean,
We need
yeah,
to look at
obviously this is well past rebuild phase.
Alright.
But
Icterine has one job, and it's not to die, because the guy who's fixing the music for us is not here right now, so if he dies, we're gonna have this music on stage 1.
I mean,
Oh.
I like the song, so I don't
I like
mind.
the song too, yeah. Alright, another fancy grace here. What was the backs again? 7 something? 762? 761? I forgot. Oh well, we'll see. This gives quite a lot of score.
Yeah.
He's already at 900k. We're heading to 1 million.
Just one of those red waves gives 15,000 share max, roughly. And then when you combine it with the fact that there's 4 of them and also the border bonus at the end, we get 70k just from that border, and it's actually really easy.
Yeah, all you have to do is move sideways, like kind of
Alright, so
precise, but
this is what is known as a sub-pixel setup. I have no clue how it works. Or what it does, but it is a sub-pixel setup.
oh yeah, you do
he's
want to
shit
keep
tapping.
shooting while you have the border, because
Yeah.
you if Lily drags on too long, she'll make the stage portion last less, and so you get less borders and less items from the enemies.
Nice kill. Oh,
Activate
there
there.
it is.
That way. Increase a bit more, and
We're gonna actually
there
break
should
the
be a
border soon.
break.
And we're not gonna shoot for
Okay,
a few
broken.
seconds so that more bullets will be cancelled. Now we can chain into another border. This time we are not going to break the border. Wait, we are.
We are.
We're not gonna break this one. We're gonna line up with the background, move up, and then move down. Nice.
And then we graze these fairies.
Practicing that border lineup is pretty annoying because if you use TH-Prac to skip to it, the background's not there, so you gotta play through the entire stage. Or put like something on your screen so you can practice.
Stickers, baby.
Stickers, I just use my mouse.
That also works.
Alright, we're gonna like do some Doppler damage there to kill that fairy before it shoots. Gonna do it again right here.
So this is known as 4 blues. It is also, who would have thought, more difficult than it looks.
Yep, this is pretty difficult, but we got to bomb this wave, so it's okay. Nice bomb.
That
And
looks
now
so
we move on
satisfying
to
to do.
Graces. Yep. This one's actually, once again, harder than it looks. It looks like it just taps, but it's not. It's more than just taps.
Not sure I'm comfortable with the way that he does that
That
race,
one,
but
yeah.
it works for him, I guess.
Suicide
That
there
suicide
for
was
more
intentional.
cherry.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very good.
Thir-
Also
30.
really good spawn RNG there, because the big P was towards the edge instead of towards the center. If it were towards the center, he would have lost cherry items rather, and that would have meant losing some very precious C+. The reason he does it is to get 1 extra border for Prisms.
Let's look at the other ones for now. So we just missed the
Oh.
opener with Marisa, which is unfortunate. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we can see it with Sakura, though.
I mean, I can still tell that it's like roughly around or slightly past 3 bill pace for Spo.
About
Because-
for Yusuke.
For Yusuke, I need to look at the end of the stage. Because the numbers that Yusuke gave me were for end of stages, not for bosses.
Oh, so we have to wait for the
I don't know
clear-
numbers one.
the clear
Oh my
bonus.
fucking god, he's practicing the goddamn stage 4 grace.
Nice.
Specifically, just a first tapping section as well. What the hell? Alright,
How is
There
he
you-
still practicing in a run?
This is something he does all the time. So we can see the actual stage 4 boss has started.
yeah. So you saw that he got the first border already, and if he does it correctly. Wait, no. The instant activation is with the normal 3 bill route. This is
This is
a
the special
fancy.
route. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna go for the cancel soon. Nice.
Cancel,
336.
And
Okay, so I remember the way he does this is different from everyone else. So we'll see how it goes.
Cool.
Okay,
You
that's
really
the
wanna
same.
have a
I can see
border
he's using
for-
the same route.
Yeah. For Prism first spell, you really want a border for that. So we'll be seeing a bit of bombing to get more cherry plus.
I think he does the iframe graze thing here. He does not. He goes for another bomb.
No.
And 1 more bomb usage for the road.
Nice. Which means we're getting the super cool graze on the next spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1, 2,
And
3. Nice.
this should
Alright.
bring us to...
More lasers to graze.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's doing that version.
He's doing the advanced
Oh.
version. Yeah, all versions of that's called the Note Race. All versions of the Note Race were developed by Yusuke, and Now, what's funny about living... what the... Okay, live poltergeist. Live poltergeist is what it's called. Yeah, it's out for blood because you may be thinking, ooh, it's just streaming, it's so easy. No. The red balls are completely random, and yeah, you see there he had to like escape from the stream.
He's getting a lot of spellcore bonus, 28 million from that.
Yeah,
from all die grazing.
Yeah, remember when we mentioned spell card bonuses? This is where they become relevant.
Speaking of relevant and spellcore bonuses, the next spell is pretty crazy too.
Oh yeah.
Bow is paused in front of the boss. Yep.
These red waves are like aimed twice at you, so once they move in their initial formation, you can kind of just move anywhere and they'll follow you subsequently, like this. Yeah.
Yeah. Spo is also entering prisms right now, and since he's Marissa, he'll start with Lyrica.
I'll be honest, I've never seen that boss in my life. I wonder how his patterns look like. I only know her nons here.
Don't we all?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yusuke's doing the crazy graze at the top. You missed it.
Yeah.
Was this stream okay? It just like...
Yeah, it just lagged a bit. It lagged a bit.
Alright. I see those circles. I wonder if we can graze inside them.
I do wonder. I've always seen this pattern as a flower.
I see it now.
Yeah, me too.
Alright, we're getting the border soon. When that border comes, we'll find out, is he gonna go inside the flower or not?
For a first time, maybe not?
Inside the flower petals. Oh, actually...
Go.
Yeah, he...
Go! Aww.
Playing
This
time, go! Aww. Okay, last chance.
Oh,
yes,
there it is.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, doing it on the earlier waves is just too dangerous. And his SCB is actually going kind of crazy high right now.
32
million.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is stage 4. What's going on?
I did not expect 32 mil from that spell of all things. Damn.
Yusuke's doing the diagonal shot. I don't know. We can talk about it later.
Sure. Now, unfortunately, last two spells on prisms are Cancer.
We get the super fast bullet on the next spell. Place your bets. I say no.
I'd say yes.
Railgun.
I mean,
I think Spo is watching icterine's run right now. That's why he's paused.
Yeah. Icterine is currently sitting on, let's see here, 1.27 million cherry. So he'll be entering stage 5 with almost 1.3. So he's lower than 3.7, but he's very close to that pace, which I'd probably see this as maybe 3.4 pace because he is down alive, maybe 3.5. And of course he has to time this border out without shooting.
And his score, his graze, his point autumn count, everything's way higher than his PB right now.
Yeah.
We might see another PB.
We might
he got
be
one
seeing a
last
PB.
year. I can believe it. It's gonna happen. Yusuke is practicing again, but now he's forced to do the opener.
Alright, let's see how it
No more
goes for
practice
him.
from him.
Also gives me a shot to look at his score in C+. Score is sitting at 458 million for Yusuke and 8,860,000. Okay, Yusuke is also currently on well over 4 billion pace.
Wow.
Close to 4.2 bill.
Possible to cut. Alright. Oh no, I missed how much he had at the start.
He had 862.
862.
Oh no! That sucks. That's
It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But I guess he just loses the graze part only. He still gets the border 10k bonus.
Yeah, it's a loss of about like 20 or 30k CMAX.
Alright, stage 5 has started.
Yeah. Stage
icterine is about
5.
100k ahead of his PB right now. So I see what you mean by 3.7 pace. Alright,
Yeah.
nice suicide.
Okay.
Full power cancel right here.
Yeah, nice cancel into border activation, and
Nice.
once it deactivates, we bomb here for items.
Yep, or else you can't kill all those
this part
fairies in
gives quite a
POC.
lot.
Well, here these ones are kind of aimed, except the red ones are like static, so you can easily navigate your way through this.
So, for those who have seen a 3-bill route, that's not what you do in it. Another border activation right there. This is the extra border activation that comes.
It doesn't look intentional. I think
that is
I mean
not
the
intentional.
run's not dead. He can still do something about this.
Yeah, he hasn't lost any borders, but he is down another life. For the oh god, no.
He's also done one spell, right? Because he lost one spell on stage 3. Hopefully it's not an issue.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
he did,
yeah.
So he misses out on this border, which sucks.
He's not happy. He's not happy.
We're missing Lily on UK side.
Oh, he grazed it focus.
Yeah, that's to do enough damage.
Or
Yeah.
else you can't kill it in time. So we didn't talk about how we can misdirect these waves, but it's fine. We can talk about that on non-1 of the boss.
Sure.
I wonder how crazy he's gonna go on the graze for the next spell. Will he time it down by moving side to side?
I hope not, because that's really dangerous.
Yeah, I honestly, this is
And
another spell that's like, it's
it
harder than
also-
it looks.
It also barely gives that much. It's like, I think the SCD is typically like 15 mil on this. Maybe higher. It looks like he's just going for the kill for now. Okay, good.
Okay.
Another grace that's
1.22.
much harder than it looks.
Big graze, big graze.
Yeah. It also gives much more than it looks. And a bomb here.
Oh, Spo has been stuck on the pause screen for a while now.
He's watching Icterine's run.
Definitely watching the run.
Yeah.
Yusuke caught up.
Yeah,
We can actually
Yusuke-
see the score difference if we compare the two shots right now.
Mhm. Okay. That's a good timing. I believe that maybe Icterine will use iframe strats here. Oh no.
Oh no. At least it was
wait,
after he got
maybe he's
majority.
doing
Wait,
he's doing
hold on.
like
tell me.
5.5 order or something.
Yeah. It
I'm starting to
seems like
think-
he knew what he was doing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm starting
yeah,
to think
that-
that's intentional.
Yeah, he
Oh,
that is not intentional though. He definitely
Hold on,
pressed
maybe
X,
it
but that
was,
is not
maybe it was.
intentional right there.
Did we mention what happens when you die to your point item value?
Yeah, it's tanks by about 100k for Reimu, 60k for Sakuya and Marissa. And that's a really nasty wave right there.
Oh,
You almost up blood.
so many things are going wrong.
But, okay, yeah, so he definitely broke the border because he definitely broke the border himself because he wants this activation. Oh god.
Yeah, that was bomb.
Oh.
That's
Yeah,
going bomb.
I'm- So something to say about bombing in the late game is that also tanks your Sherry by actually quite a lot. But because it's a percentage value. So yeah, basically every time you bomb, you actually lose point item value. Or die, for that matter. Dying is a fixed value, while bombing is a percentage. So.
Oh, as Spell is back. I guess he saw all the deaths and he's like, alright, time for me to show how it's done.
Time for me to shine.
And Yusuke is paused now.
Yes, now he's watching. Everyone, I guess they're timing.
Oh, okay.
Probably just took a little breather. Maybe talk to chat or something. Alright, so we got Merlin on one screen and
so
Lyrica
many
on the
good
other.
runs. Which do we commentate on? We got 3 of us and we got 3 runs. Each of us will talk about 1 run, and chat can listen to all 3 of us talk at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So, okay, the strat Yusuke is doing right now, pretty precise, but it is fun. Basically, you go into a lane and you do some precisely timed taps, and then you just keep grazing that lane.
What is this pattern I'm looking at? And
icterine died again.
Oh no.
All right. Okay. As for Spo's stream, I'm
What are these bullet
sure.
patterns?
I'm
Is
pretty
this
sure
gonna be a
he's gonna
game?
intentionally break the border here. Oh no, he
Nope.
doesn't.
He used the
That-
iframe grace.
Yeah, that's
the iframe.
I forget which non the border break is on, but there is a border break here.
So many bullets on screen, that's gonna be a pretty big cancel. Oh wait, we're missing the grace from Yusuke. So this is kind of what we're talking about, how there's at the center point of each laser, you can kind of graze it. So that's why he's spinning around and grazing it. So much going on, oh my god.
Yeah. And for Lyrica, here's a nice bomb for star items.
Nice.
And then we activate right as there's the optimal number of bullets on screen. Icterine
my
dies
God.
again.
He has 1 life yet. Please don't game over. This is PCB. That's my job.
And there's the border break.
Nice.
And Icterine hasn't actually capped any Yomi spells yet, except for the mid-boss.
He'll cap this one. I
Oh wow,
believe.
you're right.
Someone in chat provided us an explanation on why SP0 is not streaming, or not playing. He was too nervous watching Icterine's run that he couldn't play.
Damn. Yeah, like, without those deaths, this one would have been absolutely insane right now. Now it's
Yeah.
About
kind of
these grades he's doing right now, how hard is it? Because when I look at it, it looks pretty hard. You gotta
pretty
move
sure
up through
the
this way.
arrowheads. Yeah, the arrowheads are random, but I don't know if they're random like right as they spawn. Also,
Do you reckon this is still PB pace for Icterine?
no.
I would say no, but
No.
maybe that's. Do you think it's gonna be like 3 billion pace?
Yeah, it's probably 3 bill pace still. I'll have to. Oh, hold on. Let's see here.
3 build pace is like
1.5 million cherry into stage 6 is.
Hold on. Was that a suicide by spell right now? He just
Could be.
died right near the end of the spell.
No, he wants to cap.
That's why I was hoping he would stream runs so we can take a look and see what the route is.
Yeah.
Because he's using a new route for Marisa B, so everything's a mystery.
yeah.
Like he wants to cap Light Poltergeist. I know that.
Oh, okay. So I
Like
guess that's
Poltergeist
okay.
is a big score game. It's like
Yeah, you also want those point items, those precious point items. Okay, so Icterine is down 300 million, but he is matching around a 3.6 pace in cherry. So I don't know. This should still be at least 3 billion.
Can we talk about the awesome grays going on Yusuke's stream right now? No,
Oh, yeah.
I just started talking about it.
Yeah, that's a premature break, but
Well, I guess you can
So
bomb
he's-
now. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we're back.
he waits for a very specific timing, because then he can use his iframes to go inside, graze the inner ring, then yeah.
And now he's gonna break the board. Oh, he went inside too.
he's in the ring.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, he breaks it here. He's gonna bomb again. Now the issue is there's so many bullets that there's like item cap is reached, so you need to actually delete them using that and funny square that you move around. Nice. And he's gonna break it one more time and then cancel. And the cancel's not gonna be as big as it could be, but it's good enough. 500? 500. No, that's 5.81, not 500. I'm just looking at the first 3 digits. Anyways. He couldn't do the graze. So there's like a 1 RNG part at the start of the spell, based on how the bullets form. Alright, we got stage 6 going on at the top right.
Yeah. Stage 6
I wonder what he's
on
gonna
top
do,
right.
because he has 3 bombs in stock. He's very close to the border. It's so pixelated I can't tell. Is that 4-8? No, that was 2 something. He's gonna bomb here.
3-4. It's 3-4 now.
3-4. Alright.
3-9. And then bomb to get border.
Got the border. Is he gonna break twice? No, break once.
Break.
No, just
Break
the
once.
standard strats.
Yep. 2 billion already.
Oh yeah, you could see him kind of shooting Yomu while she moved in before, you know, the actual fight started.
Pretty cool. One way he can redeem this run is if he caps Resurrection Butterfly with 4K Grace, I believe.
I believe.
Yusuke getting a pretty nasty final there, but capping it.
Alright. What is his pace?
It's looking like just under 3.8 right now.
Yeah.
Icterine is sitting pretty comfortably on a at least 3 bill pace. Alright. Yusuke, yeah, definitely just below 3.8 billion. Like, if he had just gotten the second activation on the intro correct, he would have definitely been well past 3.8 base.
Yeah.
Alright, final boss time.
There's still an hour of reset time, plenty of time to get a better run in.
Yeah, definitely. We just
the boss that she
gotta
entered.
play it out and see how they do.
Suicide there on Yusuke.
Was that a lineup he did right now?
Not sure.
Interesting.
Right. Bomb for C+. And she moved the wrong way. Okay. That way was okay, I guess. Basically, her second wave, it's always free if you lead her to the right, because then she moves left and then it's free. But if she moves to the right during her second wave, then you can just get fucked over.
Oh. He's gonna be timing this border.
Oh, this spell on normal is kind of funny because there's only 1 wave of bullets, so you can kind of like graze in between the lasers and vehicles. So
Yeah.
Did the iframe strat again? Nice.
okay, nice.
Oh!
Not nice.
This is not the biggest SCB, thankfully, but you know, it's still a lost life. And maybe we should start talking about resources, because like, of course, for Sakya it doesn't matter as much, because dumping more resources is just worth more for her, but for the other characters you don't have that privilege, because 1 life in the clear bonus is worth 30 million. So basically, there are a total of, well, actually 14, but for practical purposes, 13 lives in the game that you get. And that means that you are allowed 5 deaths. And of course, vows at this level have 5 deaths in them in order to maximize, in order to basically min-max it. So and optimally you clear with 8 lives with everyone that isn't Sakuya B. And every time you die, you basically, practically speaking, you lose at least 30 million from the clear bonus.
So we can see the second version of the spin, the harder one, which gives slightly more grace, from what I understand.
Yeah.
There's basically 2 patterns you're alternating between. It's basically when you do the Mr. X. There's one going on right here. I believe this is the harder one. Yeah, that's pretty scary.
You can see the spell card bonus going way up. It's already like 27 mil.
Yeah.
And when you cancel, you're below the boss, which is nice. New to this spin, let's go.
3, 2, 1.
Yep.
33 mil,
Alright,
very nice.
non-3. Anyone know how non-3 works? I don't. I just copy a replay and it works every time.
It's static. It's static. I have a pretty funky route on it myself. Most people go to this side, I go to the other.
Spell card bonus gain, like when you graze, is affected by your cherry value. So if you have a higher cherry value, you gain more per graze from spell card bonuses.
Yeah.
That's why the spell card bonuses on stage 6 are so big. Someone asked, is the spin any different from score and survival? Depends on which spin you're doing. Because there's the regular spin and there's this spin. The regular spin is used for both scoring and survival. The difference between scoring and survival, I guess, is how close you are to the bullets when you're grazing them. Oh,
Alright.
It's time for a Delusion Butterfly.
Yeah, Butterfly Delusion is really huge because you're basically trying to... so these guys are curvy lasers, and, you know, curvy lasers in this game are pretty funny because even just grazing one of them, you get like 5 for every graze tick, at least. And
yeah, this spell is big.
Yeah, you can just see his SCV just shooting up into the sky every time it converges around him. You know.
Did anyone check how much graze he had enter it? You can go inside, right?
On normal, you can go inside the ring of bullets and keep grazing it until the blue bullets come to disturb you. Here you can't do that because the blue bullets are all over the screen, so you'll kind of get killed.
Did not see how much graze he started with, so I'm gonna guess he got 4,000 graze on the spell. Not so close to
almost 100 mil just in SCV from that one. However, that also means that Hirokawa will have a bonus breaking SCV. If he caps it, that is.
To answer someone's question from a very long time ago, it seems that all 3 players... No, only 2 out of 3 players are not displaying the bug. Like the cherry plus values displayed correctly for spell, and then for icterine as well is displayed correctly, but if you take a look at Yusuke, it's not.
Yeah.
Alright, funny graze time.
This graze is precise when you start it, but then after a while it becomes ingrained. Oh!
I saw that coming.
Oh no.
I'm like, something doesn't seem right there.
Oh.
The spell, like, you think it's just side to side, but it's harder than it looks.
Yeah. It's
Does he have enough spells, by the way?
Because, like, you have to... I don't know, I haven't been counting.
I've been counting either. So he lost 1 on stage 3, then he lost a bunch on stage 5, and he lost 2 on stage 6.
Yeah, he capped 1 Yomu spell, I'm pretty sure. Well, 2. So he got +2 spells in stage 5, but I haven't actually been counting his spells. Oh, death on Yusuke's screen there.
I swear, that spell has killed 2 players so far.
Yeah, so this is a good reminder. Like, no matter how good you get at these games, you will. Oh, that hurts. That hurt to watch right there.
Double, no. Please get full power. Oh, thank God.
No matter how good you get at these games, like you can never really escape dodging, you know. In a way.
I don't think you got to mention it, but you can actually get a border on the spell that icterine's doing right now if you shoot unfocused the majority of the time. Alright, it's time.
Okay,
3,000 grays. 30,000 grays, sorry.
30.6, 30.7 thousand entering. Let's
Let's
see
see
how
how
much
much
he
he has
ends
at
up
the end.
with.
And 0
Here's the thing.
lives.
See.
He has 0 lives. If he gets hit, he dies unless
Yeah.
he gets enough items before he gets hit.
Yeah, he'll...
This drops 90, I believe.
It drops 90, yeah. So when he clears, he will be losing 210 million from the clear bonus, which is massive.
No. And we're gonna get our first clear, right? Right?
Right?
Right?
Right, guys?
Nice.
Right.
He did the icterine grays.
Yeah.
Notching up the
Okay,
top right.
Resurrection Butterfly is something to pay attention to because, I mean, obviously the side dodges, these are just to activate the border at the proper timing, because the
Alright.
goal is to use your iframes in order to graze the big, massive blue circle. Oh, no!
No.
He went in too
Okay,
early. He went
got
in
this
too
border
early.
early.
He got his extra life.
Oh, he's
he
dropping
won't-
the items.
Oh.
It's fine. He's timing the border. That's what's going on.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that was a bit late.
No, that was good.
Are you sure? Will the border end? Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was like 2.3 thousand grays.
Will it 3 billion? I'm not sure.
No, no.
Oh, 295.
Yeah. 295 is a good opener run.
You hate to see it.
295 is my Sakuya BPB. So
Second time.
it's a good
Really
run.
border
It's a good
timing.
run.
Yeah, it could have been much better, but nerves
Don't worry, there's
are
time for another one.
evil.
There's time for 2 more.
Yeah.
Oh?
Yeah.
Oh wait, everyone has died to the spell today. Oh my god.
Oh, that was tight.
3
That
out
was
of 3.
tight.
Oh, the ending. Oh, icterine. Okay.
Nice ending blocker. The 2 people that
it's,
ruined the
it's
run.
really cute. This ending blocker is really cute. When I first
Yeah.
saw it, I just thought, yeah, that's really pretty. I like this. I like this. Yusuke contemplating right now. He is. Remember, he is down 2 lives.
Mhm.
So let's see what he does. Alright. So he's sitting at 215 and how much cherry? 1.7 million. So just barely below 3.8 pace still. So I'd say maybe 3.6 or 3.7-ish based on his life count.
Someone says 3.8 in chat.
Yeah, 3.8
Yeah,
might be
icterine.
possible if he's a god. And actually doing the standard strats despite having bombs. Okay. Actually just doing the
Might
standard
as well stay on
and
route, yeah.
take it and taking the
1, 2, nice.
yeah, he still took the suicide for some reason. I don't think he needed to, but yeah, like even with his bomb count, he didn't actually need to take the suicide, so I don't really get it, but whatever.
Don't question him. I'm joking. He probably just decided not enough time to think of the correct way to do it, and he just chose to do this way.
Perhaps.
He went all the way up there.
Oh yeah.
Does
Yeah,
Marsebi have a different stage 6 opener?
I don't think so. It should be the same for everyone, almost.
One, two, two, one, two, one.
Okay. We got distracted every time Yusuke did the diagonal shots. We haven't been able to explain it.
Yep. So what's going on with the diagonal shot is there's basically a cap on how much C+ you can get, and by shooting the diagonal, your shots are actually hitting the boss at different frames, so you're able to get more C+, which is pretty crazy. Is Hourglass allowed? No. To go get 4.4 billion without any tests or things like that.
Yeah.
Just realize Yusuke's almost PND pace into Yuko.
Just if his run was slightly cleaner, he would have over 2.5 at this point. But still, 3.7 to 3.8 is very realistic from this point. Just taking a breather and icterine going into TH Brack.
More practice.
Yeah, I think he's practicing, yeah, stage 5.
I forgot to ask, but is that MIDI on Yusuke? Or is that the BGM being provided?
I think this is like the MIDI with a different font, similar to the one that you use.
Yeah.
Because
but I think
MIDI
he manually set up everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Because normal MIDI in this game sounds like dog shit. Last I remember.
I forgot to talk about the bomb. Oh my god. So we're at the part in this game where you have so much grace to the point that Sakuya's B's bomb is actually giving a lot of score from the star items.
Yeah.
So unlike all the other shot types, Sakuya B's bomb kind of does not give 0 score from the star items during the bomb. Very weird. I guess it was intended that, hey, this is going to be a score bomb. You're going to be using it.
Yeah.
Second border, next.
Yep. What is funny about this border is that, like, it's times out on 0 seconds left, and if you time out anything in this game, guess what happens to your cherry?
Dies.
Yeah, it's tanks completely. You lose a quarter of all of your cherry, which at this point, you know, 1.7 million Cmax, you're losing like what, 400,000 cherry from timing shit out.
Yeah, yep. He was close to timing it out, but he didn't time it out. 2 billion enter Yuko. Oh no, I missed a say 6 opener. Do you know what pace Spose?
I don't. It's. I think he's still sitting on a pretty comfy 3 bill pace.
So will it be PB?
Might be.
Possibly.
He has good vibes.
This is what I like about TWC, forcing him to play and get a PB. Rest of the year he doesn't play, but now we can make him play.
Yep. Yusuke getting a clean cap on first spell.
Nice.
Yeah, so obviously you may have already noticed it, but Yuko is pretty huge for scoring. A commentator from earlier years would describe her as basically the scoring boss, because the gains on Yuko has been like unmatched for final bosses ever. So
did he just do the?
What?
You saw that?
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh my god, was that intentional?
Fuck if I know.
Like, he has 125 power right now. Oh my god.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Was that like a stored death thing?
Wait, I think he said something about this in the interview. Are there any parts of the game you want us to pay attention to? So definitely Resurrection Butterfly. If you get hit on Sumisome when you have low number of spell card captures, he did die on at least one Yomu spell. The first border of the RB might not activate, so depending on the situation, you may want to use a border break to death cancel on Yuko Non 2. That's what he did.
Really? Oh my god, that was intentional?
And aim for a suicide on Resurrection Butterfly. So Yeah, this is an obscure darkness strategy that nobody ever knows about unless you have like over 3.5 billion and you are in the super secret channels like I am. Well, I'm not the former, but I am in a few super secret channels.
And now you can spill all their secrets to us. There's this new tech that they're doing on this non.
I'd say it's classified.
Aww.
Yeah, that part is still classified.
Alright, I'll try keeping an eye out for the Greys when the next spell starts.
Yeah. Definitely do that. Butterfly Delusion is pretty interesting because with Hirokawa you just follow the route and you automatically get all the grades that you get, right? Butterfly Delusion, there's a lot of fucking shit that you can do to optimize it. So grades can range from
27672.
yeah, grades can range from like 3,300 at the low end to well over 4,000 on the high end.
Hoping for over 4,000.
Yeah, that's my hope too. Although
We should
4,000
get a border soon. Yeah.
4,000 is pretty difficult. I'd say my average sits at maybe 3.6k. For these players, it's higher. Maybe around 3.8, 3.9-ish. And obviously, since Saki has a bigger grace box, it is easier to get a lot. Yeah. And obviously Yusuke still has to do damage, but he has to be careful to not do too much damage. And also has to be careful to not time out the damn spell, because then he loses both the massive SCD and 101 million. That's bonus breaking, actually. Very nice.
Massive.
Yeah.
Around 3,700 Grace? Maybe 3,750 something? Someone asked
Probably.
what is the highest SCB in main game?
Highest is...
Would it
Butterfly
be-
Delusion. No,
would assume
Hirokawa
it's
is
Hirokawa,
still...
yeah.
Yeah, Hirokawa is still bigger. And like, if people actually went for 4K on RB, then maybe that would probably rival it as well. But for practical purposes, Hirokawa is bigger.
I like how closely synced these two runs are, so essentially we'll get one RB into another RB.
Yeah. Typical grace on Hirokawa is over 4,000, so make of that what you will. Alright, Yusuke, you can do this. I believe.
Please don't claim another victim. How much score does Yusuke need? He needs 3.14? 3.14, right? Is that correct?
What do you mean?
Score he
Oh,
needs
the
to get
target
first
is
place.
3.14 billion.
1-4, perfect.
Yeah, he should exceed by quite a bit considering spell card bonuses.
Yeah.
So,
Alright. I believe the bonus has been broken already. If you look up there. He hasn't enlarged it, but yeah, 121 mil.
121.
that is big.
Yeah.
We're already at 3
Like-
bill.
Like I said, typical Hirokawa grace is well over 4,000. Speaking of which, Spo is about to also enter Hirokawa. I sadly did not see how much he got on Butterfly Delusion. But yeah, so something we neglected to mention, Shimizome is, well, first of all, a bitch, but more importantly, it has enough health that you can activate 2 borders on it. So basically, you get the first border from the Hirokawa cancel single-handedly, and that.
Oh!
That was intentional, right?
Oh, that was intention.
I think. Isn't that the whole point of doing the death thing
I don't
on
know.
the second non? Because look,
No,
he's still at
that's-
max power, right?
I think.
I'm just trying to figure out, like, what was the point of doing that death thing on the second non, unless you're using it somewhere else, right? And I would assume it's here. I'm not sure. He's shaking around, so I don't think it was intentional.
Yeah, like his interview mentions the RB suicide.
I see. So it's probably for RB.
But like,
yeah.
But like, I remember Spo saying like years ago that.
That was a pretty early border. Oh, well.
The break.
There it goes.
I remember Spo saying like years ago that the death border on Non 2 actually makes you not lose SCVs for like one thing, at least.
It's pretty cool.
So I guess he kind of used it on Hirokawa there in a way, and it's probably to I think he wanted to suicide on RB, but he just couldn't.
Someone said this might be the winning run, but
Who knows?
Spose has like a really good run going on right now. So it'll be first for a few seconds, and then it'll take over.
That was so
That was a scary
that was
dodge
so
right
tight, yeah.
The items! No, everyone's dropping
No, the
items here. I think some were saved.
Yeah, some were
Alright,
saved.
what is this? 3.5 something? 3.56? 3.558. That was close.
Alright,
Basically 5.
cool. Nice run. Although Spo is on a pretty solid pace. Really clean run based on the resources.
Yeah.
I wonder how long he's
7
gonna
lives
pause
to
here.
spare.
Alright, you just need a clean RB, okay?
My god, the best BGM's playing.
Sakura is so good.
Yep.
I don't know if this is pretty far from my favorite in the game. Like I'm very partial to stage 4.
Oh yeah, stage 4 is
example.
pretty good.
Stage 4 and Prisms.
I really like
And-
stage 6.
And honestly, like the entire suite going from the beginning of stage 4 until the end is really great. Just that entire stretch is so good.
So I'm taking a look at Yusuke's 3.09 billion run, and Spo is ahead of that. He has more lives and more score into Resurrection Butterfly. So this is gonna be world record, is it not?
Depends
If
on what
everything
version
goes
of
well.
RB he does. Because, yeah, there
I
it is.
swear I should have not said anything.
Yep, uses a bomb to get the items.
Alright.
And actually
believe
doing a repeated
that
death
was-
threat because
Yep.
he's already lost the SCV, so he may as well
Might
do
as well.
this.
Yep.
Yeah, this is the super safe strat that you can do if you're like a beginner and just going for like a 2.5 or whatever.
That's what I
Or
did.
if you lost your SCV, then you can revert to this and you won't lose any resources.
You do get less borders, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You also don't get the border clears.
You're forfeiting the border bonuses,
All those
And-
10-point items lost.
and then you of course actually try to dodge through on the very final border because it's 100% safe, and see if you get it. And if you get it, you get a nice little bonus.
TV though, right?
Yeah.
Nice. 3.06.
306. Oh yeah.
306. And now we are back to square one. Icterine doing practice, the rest of them not doing practice.
Contemplating their options, I guess. Yeah, that's also really cute, Yuko.
You ruins
right
runs
there.
and takes over the endings blocker.
I just heard a necrophantation in there.
Okay, that's 30 mil behind Yusuke's Murisabi world record.
Yeah.
3.09.
Extremely strong. Extremely
But it should be
strong.
Would have
first
been
for
world record.
TWC, right?
How much TWC score is that even?
That should be like 100 something. Over 100.
I'd imagine it'd be really big.
Maybe like something like 80, 90, I don't know. But now we're back to no one doing runs.
Hell yeah. This is the
This is what we're here for.
This is the fucking TWC experience.
What do we commentate on now? We can commentate on what icterine's doing right now.
Yeah.
He's showing us how it's done.
I mean, I
First
guess
person to cap it today.
I guess we could like go through what they said in their interviews.
Perfect. Yep,
if
let's
we
do that.
want.
Because we actually only talked about the Yusuke interview, I think.
Yeah. Right. So, Yusuke has been around since like 2010. If his like PND uploader is to be trusted, around 2010 is when he got his first 2.5 billion with Rainbow B. And the person who inspired him was a player by the name of Rep. At the time, Rainbow B's world record was 3 billion. But at some point he discovered that the theoretically best value with knowledge at the time for Rainbow B was probably 3.6 billion. And then he also looked into the development of the strats and the routes and shit, and yeah. For example, some routes that he really liked was Hirokawa, which we've all seen. I should probably talk about Hirokawa. The save spot that they try to aim for in the middle, that's a lot small. That's kind of small, so it can be pretty tight. So you should definitely put in a couple of hours of practice to get it consistently. But yeah, another thing that he developed was Goho Tendo's Wild Dance, which is Shen spell number 2. And
Interesting. Didn't know that.
Yeah, or at least I think Yusuke developed that, or maybe someone else developed it, but he just put it into the run.
Okay, can we get some background music? It's very lonely right now when we have 3 people in it.
Yeah.
My God.
Okay. We kind of neglected it, but the Bessendorfer 3 border strat that Yusuke does, that specific gray strat is something that he developed, but the 3 border route itself has been around since basically ancient times. And the border iframe abuse on Resurrection Butterfly, yeah, that's also really satisfying. Like, even just the normal, reasonable RB routes, it's really satisfying to do. So yeah, there's a lot of material that made Yusuke initially get into PCB back in pre-2010 maybe.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, got his first world record in 2015. No, it was earlier, but the 2015 one is the really huge, iconic
Wait,
Rainbow
is that
B
the
3.6.
December 31st, 2015 one?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a really huge, iconic one.
That was the first Yusuke stream I ever watched.
Oh damn, time really flies. That's a.
My God, it was like 9 years ago, almost 10 years.
Something we haven't mentioned yet is that Yusuke has also in recent years developed. Okay, so basically the the route that icterine uses for Reimu B right now, that is basically the maxed out Reimu B route. That was developed by Yusuke, but Yusuke has also developed a completely maxed out route for Sakuya B, which gets a couple of extra borders on Letty and Chen. However, he is not using it because it requires an extra suicide, and well, the disadvantage of losing that life or failing to capture a spell card because you are forfeiting table turning spell card bonus as well. And remember that is those spell caps are needed for cherry item value. So basically, that route is just not worth it for our current setting. He did show off. Yeah, he showed the route off about 2 years ago, and he also showed it off a few years back in another tournament as well for his submission. But yeah, just the normal route without that is much more sustainable, and it seems like he has started another run, which is very nice.
Yeah, we're back in stage 1.
Back home on stage 1.
Back home.
Who will reach Letty first? Oh, we're seeing diagonal shots on with Yusuke stream. Yeah. Honestly, it looks really cool to see. Oh, let's see how much he gets. My guess is 22. No way, 24?
Ooh.
I was about to say that my guess would be 24, but then it was in the middle of the border.
That's fine. Alright, we got the Letty BGM even though Letty's not here yet. To be fair, it is pretty much Letty at this point.
Yeah.
23? 22? That's 22,
Shiro
right?
is... Yeah, 22. Shiro is basically Letty Light, essentially.
Letty Light, okay, we can go with that. Enough power?
Yeah, so...
I like how we use the text to, like, PLC. 121, and this is also gonna be 121, right? Yep. We can see the grays difference, actually. 500 versus 800.
Spo is analyzing his replay.
Yep.
Yusuke's thoughts on Marissa B routing, by the way. Marissa B's score potential is a lot higher than we thought because of the you know, the shift mashing. So that score can definitely be improved according to him. And he also said that he was looking forward to the actual event to see how high his score would be, and you know, 3.55 as your opener run is very strong already. He had, like I said, Yusuke actually gave me splits for 3.8 and 4.2 paces, and nothing below that, which I thought was a bit interesting, but you know, it is actually a realistic score for him to get in this sort of setting, so I guess it would make sense.
Alright, I didn't get to see if Yusuke does the Letty Grays, but we'll get to see soon.
Spo might be entering a run.
Hopefully. Yeah, he is.
Okay.
And they nailed the Grays, and they died after. They did the hard part and died to the easy part.
Of course. Classic.
Alright, Yusuke, shell sounds done. Yep.
That's just how it goes.
Yeah. That's definitely not the first time it happened today, which is unfortunate. But the fact that you're doing the hard part is pretty good.
Yep. Okay.
I wonder, does he line up with the the bottom of the screen? No, he's only tapping side to side. Yeah.
I don't know.
Come on, get the border, get the border! Nice!
Nice.
Oh my god, he's doing it!
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
If you remember, like 2 years ago, or maybe 3,
I know
Yusuke was
about,
actually Yusuke was stuck on stage 1 for 2 hours, just trying to get what is infamously referred to as kana table turning, high kana.
I thought it was always just table turning. My name's there too. All right. But yeah, it's pretty cool to see how the consistency has gone up over the past 2 years.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
You should do it too. Add it. I swear, the graze is not the hardest part. It's just the rest of the spell. Well, we're back, dude. Oh, well, now Marisa A is ahead again. 17k. So, is that like average for this shot type, or? I would assume no, right? It should be getting the same amount as Reimu B gets, right?
I imagine Marisa's unfocused movements will be kind of unstable, so maybe they want to play it safe and not
Play
get
it
stuck on early
safe,
game.
yeah. That makes sense, yeah.
Alright, so, as for the icterine interview, the Reimu B 4.2 bill in 12 segments is what he's most proud of in recent years. And I'd say he should be pretty proud of this Reimu B PB still, because 3.33 is really strong. And what actually got him into scoring PCB was the TWC match in 2021. That was Spo's debut to TWC. Well, he didn't commentate in 2020, but as a player, he debuted in 2021.
You're telling me people actually watch the TWC match, get interested in scoring, and start scoring? Where are all the EOSD players? We're waiting for you guys. Come on, join us.
Join them. He has a job offering open.
Yes.
Yeah, but basically he looked at Yusuke's grazing on RB, and you've all seen that fucking monstrosity of a grazing route. So he was amazed by that and had to give it a try. He eventually got 3k on it, and then just learned the rest of the game, and he has been active in scrap hunting and such ever since. Parts pay attention to stage 3, 4, and 6 because they're volatile for him. And let's see here.
I find it very unfortunate that Marisa can't do the Letty table turning graze.
I think she can, but
she can? I'm interested. Continue.
I mean, I'd assume she can, but it's probably just not worth it.
Aww.
Or rather,
I guess I'll look into it and see.
Or rather,
he refuses to use it with any shot type, so I just assumed that she couldn't do it.
Fair enough. Oh yeah, what do you guys think of the fact that new shit is still discovered in this game 20 years after its release?
Not only is it cool, I feel like if we have more players, we can discover more things. So all the people in chat who are thinking about scoring, please join.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of Touhou games are far from solved, I imagine, so...
Oh yeah.
I think as the player base and tools kind of develop, I think it's natural for new things to be found, and it's just really cool to see what people can do, you know, like with games that have already existed as long as some of us have been alive.
This game. Okay, that's a pretty funny death. That is a pretty fucking funny death right there.
Synced runs. I missed how much Spell started with. He has 423 right now. I think he had like 364 or something.
Yeah, 59k average, according to them, I guess. But
Nice.
again, Marissa is kind of the average. Rip.
We're not heading back?
He's still going.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah,
I guess that's just a death.
Or-
That's not like a death plus like spell card lost or things like that. Order can
Yeah.
still be gotten. I think it's fine to continue.
Yeah, like, okay, the thing is that some shots actually do have a suicide on that stage section beforehand, but I don't think Marissa B is one of them.
I know that's the thing. Can you name a shot that does that? Like maybe
Sake
Sepia
A.
A? I had a feeling.
Sake A.
That's the only character whose stage 1 and 2 I have not watched, so it had to be that.
Should I go through what they answered for their favorite VTuber or what?
You already
there's
did,
not
right?
much going on.
I thought you already mentioned it.
Only for icterine.
You asked everyone?
Yeah.
Alright.
Spo didn't have time to give answers, sadly, but anyways, well, yeah, icterine. Okay, out of context, but I kind of put down his favorite VTuber's Gobo, because that just looks funny. But that's just because that's the only VTuber that he really watches. And like maybe a few clips from a few others, but I guess his favorite VTuber would be Gobo in this case. That's basically what he told me.
I want to quickly mention that you can see Spo is making sure only one laser is hitting the boss at a time when he was doing this non. Yep, go ahead.
Yeah. Yusuke sometimes listens to Fujisaku's. I haven't heard of that one.
Interesting.
Let's look it up.
Yeah, while I talk about Marissa B right here. Well, there's not much to really talk about. He got the borders, he's going to stop shooting right now. He's going to be grazing to get more Cherry Plus? Not Cherry Plus. Cherry Max, there we go. Now that the border ends, he's going to go for a cancel, but he's going to time it such that when she does this triangle thing, when she's at the top, he gets the biggest cancel. 635, that's bigger than what icterine got today. Now he's using the non-directional laser, is that the name of this bomb? To convert the bullets into star items, which will give Cherry Plus. Gonna do another bomb? No. Anyone else want to commentate on what's going on right now?
Stage 1, Stage 2.
Stage 1, Stage 2. Pretty much that.
One, two.
Yeah.
There isn't.
Alright.
There isn't much left to say about these because you're stuck
We're
in
mostly
them
waiting
first.
for, the game to
Yeah,
actually start on Stage 3 or Stage 4.
Yeah, you're stuck in them for so long that you tend to run out of things to say about them.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we did see the crazy graze where you move diagonal up. I believe he's going to do it again right now. Oh, he couldn't get there in time. We can still hear the laser graze, actually. Wait a minute. We're hearing the laser graze from the wrong stream. We're hearing it from Yusuke's stream. Well, that means we continue table turning with the audio. Alright, 352.
Yeah.
3... Aww, she died to the hard part. Alright, meanwhile... Oh, he did the laser graze this time properly. He has 510 PIB. Unfortunately, I did not see what he had for the previous run because he was behind the other two streamers. How is he shift tapping so fast while moving? Because from what I understand, he has one finger on the shot key, the other hand is on his arrow keys, but then how is he shift tapping so fast? Does he have 3 hands? That could be
Forehead.
why. You think he's using his head?
Yeah.
Banging his head on the table. So why do we have Alice's theme playing on Chen?
Because Kimon Tonko is at least as difficult as Alice.
I mean, it works too. We can like mix up the BGM.
Yeah. Give us some surprises here and there.
To play this on shuffle.
Alright, so 42k, that should be enough to get the border here. He's gonna drop one, he's gonna drop one. He's gonna wait a bit, boss enters, border.
And obviously playing the stage 6 theme right now, because stage 3 is the most difficult stage.
We're just shuffling the BGMs, it gives us more content.
Yeah.
Interesting that he's speed killing the boss here.
Yeah, because that cancel is enough.
Nice. Oh yeah, if you get too big of a cancel, then you're gonna get the border early before you can spin on Alice.
Yeah. Well, you risk it. But like, if you did it, you would probably have to
47k. Wow.
Yeah, you would need to drop cherry items, and that is difficult to navigate.
She moved left twice. Well, he's going for the early border. Maybe that's what he always does. I'm so used to everyone else going for the later border. I guess you would use the same border for your 3 billion route.
No. I used the even earlier timing.
Oh wow. Alright, so we're on Bunraku. Let's see how the farming goes. We're back to farming again.
And hopefully no bug, because that would be really annoying.
Apparently there's a way to guarantee you never get the bug. I'm assuming it depends on your height.
Something.
I should ask icterine when he comes into call later.
Okay, I should
He
not.
actually stopped shooting.
Oh, grazing the lasers. Okay.
He stopped shooting to graze the lasers. Oh my god.
It worked
Alright,
out.
it's gonna world record again.
Yeah, he's really going a little bit ham right now. Not super ham, but a little bit. Very
Motley
good.
processed ham at the supermarket.
That is true. What about bananas?
This isn't UFO. There's no bananas here.
Fair enough. Oh,
That's not intentional, right? That suicide was intentional, I'm assuming, but the
Yeah,
border
But the
Suicide
border
was
break, I don't think the
intentional.
border break was intentional.
Alright, let's see Alice non-1. And before he pauses here and everyone else catches up. Okay, we're going. So once again, only one laser is hitting the boss. Interesting how the base shot was not hitting the boss.
actually, interesting movement there. Like he started on her left, on her right side, right?
Yeah.
And then when she moved, he went to the other side.
Yeah. I'm guessing that's to maximize how far she is away from the corner.
Yeah,
To
it's
get
to
more
lead
star
her
items.
on one side, to lead her to that side, and then just go straight over into the corner.
I was wondering why he used Master Spark, then I realized it's to delay to get the iframe graze.
Yeah, bomb timing.
Yeah.
So far he has died twice, but no, he's only died once on mid-boss Shen. And then I guess he broke the border here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So still, yeah,
that's also a really big border to break.
yeah, because it's first all borders give 10k, but then that one also gives 10k from the iframe graze right away, and then you get more graze after it too. So over 20k lost.
You can
I just
actually
realized.
get you can actually get up to 14-15k from the red graze,
Yeah.
but that is quite rare and kind of precise.
I feel like we need icterine in here to help us with the commentary. He can do it while we're doing a run, right? We can just call him in
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
like stage 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
brain
just stage
processing
1.
power.
He can talk and play.
Yeah, just call him on the phone right now, and we'll be good to go.
I'm guessing Recipe farms this one too.
Yeah.
Do they just farm until the timer runs out, or do they farm until they get a specific amount of cherry plus?
That is not. Oh.
That is bad.
I think
He needs to get
he
back to
should
full
really
power.
consider resetting.
Yeah, there's 10 minutes left.
Yeah.
I think reset would be a better option. Can one of the fairies drop a big power item? Is it possible?
I feel like it should be, but I'm not sure.
What's he gonna do here? Is he just gonna get the regular border? Or is he gonna
Yeah, just gonna
regular
activate.
border?
He's just gonna activate.
Can it still PB? No idea, but we're gonna watch.
I mean, I have doubts.
Potentially anyone that has good enough pace can PB.
Yeah.
And like, fucking. What I was about to say slipped my mind. God damn it. So it always depends on the pace is just the thing, you know.
Yusuke do it? Nope. Died again.
It's usually really difficult to tell whether someone can or can't PB when it's this early. Is what I want to get at.
We'll just have to see how the rest of the game goes.
Alright, he has 30k. That's perfect, right? Now he can just shoot focused and the boss dies, and he'll have enough cherry plus for the stage. Stage 4 opener.
His Cherry Max is on par with Reimu B's 3 build Cherry Max at the start of stage 4, but I don't know how that translates. Resources.
Pretty much 1-to-1.
Hey, Master Spark? I thought it was the other bomb. Interesting.
Normally it
Did
is.
he get star items from that?
Not sure. It's I mean,
think he-
either works in this case, because
And I guess with that bomb, he also got to graze some bullets, and although it doesn't increase your graze, it does give the raw score. So I guess maybe overall that's the better bomb to use.
Bomb there.
To delay this
Spin,
border,
spin, spin.
and there we go. Oh yeah, it spins.
And we can graze.
Alright, now we're on to the speed kill part.
very clean. What was his C-Max entering?
Unfortunately, I
Like
missed it.
6-6 something.
6-8 something. Alright, nice.
No, 6-6 something.
6-6. I think that makes more sense. He's usually
that-
opener plus after the opener is usually around over 100k.
Yeah. He is on a pretty healthy 3 build pace at least. So this could still PB.
Yeah.
You know, we're not at the point where just one mistake will kill your run with Mercy. The
A bit early.
Forgot to count the graze.
in general, she has a lot of potential for improvement, basically.
6 minutes left and 2 people still on stage 1. Hopefully they can get out.
Monk-ass.
So I'm guessing he purposefully let one of those fur balls get away. So he doesn't get the border here too early.
Yeah,
Yep.
too many
Actually, I think
items.
one would have
Okay.
been okay. Oh,
Yeah,
it's
it
time for
would've
Lily.
been okay.
Time for Lily.
Same thing. Same thing.
Same thing.
Yep.
Oh,
And-
he's shift tapping like
can
crazy.
see.
Yeah,
Shift tapping.
mashing shift to speed kill her. And he barely
Nice.
has to dodge.
Yeah.
Another bomb going on here. Kills the right, his left side, and now it begins. Was that border a bit early? Hopefully it's okay.
I think it was fine.
Should be good.
And then we break here. Okay.
Perfect. Round 2.
And we should be set.
We're gonna break one more time and then line up the mountains in the background.
That's
That was early.
That
No
is
one
early.
line up. Man.
It's not.
like the-
It's not the worst.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this
It's
just
like
loses
the
a little
regular
bit of
strat.
grace.
Yeah. So he has no bombs here. How does the next border work? Oh, we'll find out. Seems like Marisa B can actually kill all the fairies. He let those go.
There has to be a suicide on final fairy, I presume, for the.
Yeah, I'm assuming final one.
power. So I don't think we'll see a suicide here.
That was pretty clean, actually. Wow. And you
Yeah,
get the border
Marisa
here.
B.
Okay. Nice. And you can kill that last fairy. Perfect. Oh,
Yeah.
Yusuke got past. 389k. Wow.
Suicide.
Alright,
And
we
then
have a run.
Power. Oh, the big P item was a bit far in. It's fine.
Yeah, there was a path to it though. That's all
Yeah.
that really counts.
Someone was complaining about the big P item being somewhere in the center today morning, and I'm like, what part of stage 4 is this? Now I know. It's this one.
Yeah.
Because the big P was like more in compared to the other items, you can't full
Yeah.
power and turn all those other power items into cherry items early. So you're gonna have to touch some of those power items first before you can full power. And because of that, you lose
So
cherry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in low diffs that can particularly be an issue. But I guess it's an issue here as well, which would make sense. Yeah, we get a nice little border here.
From Grace again.
And time it out. No,
5.3. Yellow bullet bonus, wow.
yeah.
Is this PV pace? Honestly, I'm not sure. There was one death
we'll
on
have to-
stage 2. There was a big border loss on stage 3.
Could still PB. Let's look at how stage 4 goes. You know.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
yeah.
he
mean-
did, like, nothing a perfect RB can't fix, I guess.
True. Alright. And wait for the big wave and
Break here.
break.
Yep.
Yeah. I think breaking there was intentional.
It
I believe
is.
TSG mentioned it
Yeah.
in his previous run too. 2 minutes left. Hopefully, icterine can get out of stage 1.
Yeah. Hopefully Yusuke can get out of stage 2 as well.
Please get.
He's
runs
flailing
in.
around. Yes, please get runs in. But don't pause too much, or else we'll be here for another 2 hours after final run
Yeah.
gets said.
Ah, late border on Yusuke's screen.
Oh well. Not the end of the world.
Okay, the red bullets here are fine so far.
So far. Hopefully
So
it stays
far.
like that.
That's
actually-
a
this
cluster
looks
right
fine, this
there.
looks
Okay.
But he got pushed
still okay.
up.
Oh, this is
Okay.
really awkward.
Oh, that was tight. That was tight.
Yeah,
Okay, skip
these
that
are
part,
these are
that's fine.
pretty. Oh god, Jesus.
Oh,
Spellcraft bonus is gonna be high though, like over
yeah.
30?
Just make sure it kills on time.
Yeah.
And yeah, good aiming for Lyrica. I keep forgetting that she's.
Oh my god, wait. This happened last run too. This
Yeah.
happened last run too.
The classic. The classic.
Well, I mean, he has 47 seconds to decide what he wants to do. You still have
Yeah.
1 minute, go.
Run is dead.
Alright, alright. Icterine, by the way, you should probably like
There
play
we go,
during
okay. Wait,
during
hold
the
on.
final
Is he-
run because like keeping paused on final run is he's resetting. Come on.
I just
Yeah, he said
noticed
Ren was
that.
dead.
Faster. Come out.
Go.
Come on. Get in.
12,
You
11,
got it in.
10. Okay.
Yep.
8,
You're in.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And the enemy
And
spawned in
final
right
round.
on time.
Yusuke is overtime. Yusuke is overtime.
This case,
Oh,
overtime. Yeah.
unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
It's fine, he's currently in the lead. So you can sit back and be nervous while watching these two play and get world record.
Yeah. Heart rate will work.
Yeah.
So I need to ask icterine later about his replay that he's using for the item table, because that replay looked very suspicious. Oh my god. I think his run is over right now. He can't get the border. Damn.
What, for Chirno?
Yeah, like he killed the mid-non too early. And he can't get the border.
Green said his
on-
run is dead too.
Yeah, okay, fair.
Right. The last run to save.
Okay.
Alright, let's,
Well,
yeah,
that
there it
went,
goes, there it goes.
Okay,
Interesting.
yeah. That was a lot shorter than it could have been.
What
Yeah.
happened to Yusuke's run? He died early on too, so he couldn't use his first
Quick.
bomb.
It was like 1 minute and 20 seconds in, all 3 runs are gone.
Yep. Yeah, that's classic PCB for you. The
Yeah.
game's very volatile, very volatile.
We're waiting for the players to join us to give their comments about the run, but I don't know if they know that they're supposed to join.
To keep the artwork there.
Yep.
Looks like it's animated.
Why is Rigo asleep? The run was so long she fell asleep.
He meteored 3.7 pace. No, they are
I don't know the
not.
game yet. Wait, this is literally us.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
Is
That's-
that second on? Not second on. Is that spell 2? Not sure what she's grazing right now.
that would be
Bin to win, yeah, that must be spell 2.
Yeah.
Score seems to be a bit low though. Oh no, the broadcast is not going well. And whoever made this predicted the stream completely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Damn, I want to ask how the run was, but we're watching this animation right now.
Yeah. It's too exciting.
Also,
Yeah.
are we supposed to be able to hear him? Because I feel like, oh, I can hear him now. Perfect.
Yeah, I made it live. Anyways,
Yep.
yeah, I think this TWC session take my very final success rate a lot. For some reason, I had a very low success rate this match.
Even Yusuke was
I think
struggling with
this
that one
move-
too.
Practice mode.
Practice. You sure you need to
Yeah.
practice more? You can practice in runs.
This one.
It's stage 1, right? You can practice in runs.
Yeah.
You just happen to practice stage 1, and then it continues into stage 2, so you're forced to practice that, and then it goes into stage 3, and that's how it goes.
Yeah.
I think before the match, I had close to 90% success rate on ability final border, but that dropped a lot, I think.
Yeah.
I think so above 80% at least.
Classic TWC.
I don't know, last year
Anything-
actually did surprisingly well during
Oh
the
no.
match.
I think last year's score was slightly higher, it's like 3.1.
Way higher, almost 3.2.
Yeah, it was a PB as well. GIF loop.
All right. Gift
GIF,
loop
GIF,
in.
GIF, GIF.
Yeah,
I
very
always
good.
pronounce it wrong.
Give loop.
All right. All right. So that was a very engaging story right there. All right. So third place, icterine. 2.95. That's a strong score.
Yep.
With Rainbow B. 20.68 points in TWC score. In second place, we have Spo playing for Team Momiji with Amarissa B 3.06 billion, giving him 46.366 points. And finally, of course, you all know who won. It was Yusuke. He got Sakuya B 3.55 billion. Very, very strong, giving him a total of 55.4 TWC score.
That was a pretty crazy run.
Yeah.
I'd like to apologize to icterine in advance for our commentary. I feel like if he watches us, he's gonna be like, "You're supposed to say this, you're supposed to say this," and we'll be like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry."
It is what it is.
Mhm.
This match is pretty much gonna be. It was pretty much impossible to commentate from the start, anyways.
There's a point where like all three of you were on like a good run, and we're like, which one do we watch?
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. It's like impossible to even focus on the right player and then to also explain what they're doing and all the details. Yeah, impossible.
Yeah, but at least thankfully, Spo would pause to watch your run, so we had one less stream to commentate on.
Why? I feel bad for the train wreck. Because I feel like I just SPC them down with me.
Yo, what the? Like, when I pause, I just pause on stage 4 boss and like I saw your run on famous on Lyrica on 3. It's like, what the fuck is this? And I remember that one is something close to. I mean it's pretty close to my sum of best. Like the score is a bit lower.
Wait, really?
On par. Like, what the fuck? Like high 3.7 kills or some shit.
Quick question before we
I
talk
haven't
about
doubt
the
it's high
next
3.7.
run.
It's probably like low 3.7 at best because just first of all the score was low and I'm probably gonna
Right, you have
lose some pace later on.
lots of
Yeah, it was still really good pace, though.
But that's not
Yeah.
high 3.7.
Oh, yeah, I lost a life too, yeah.
Could you guys explain the border death thing on non 2 of Yuko?
Oh, wait, he
that
did it?
Yusuke did? He did it, yeah.
Oh,
Wait,
wow.
Wait, did it? Wait, he
Yeah.
did it on like just
He
a
did on 2,
3.5.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Yes.
I was asking him about it pre-match, and he said if it goes like really good run, like 3.9 plus, he's gonna do it for safety, like suicide on the final order.
Oh, wait, what happened then? I think it was like 3.8 pace into stage 6, I think, right? So,
Yeah, he was.
Oh my god.
So what happened? Did he like fail fail a spell, then fail Hero
he just-
Kala?
he just
failed
kinda-
RB.
Yeah.
He got hit on the second last spell, but that's after he did the strat, so it didn't get rid of his spellcard bonus.
Yeah, he got hit on Sumizome, but according to what he said in the interview, you're supposed to suicide on RB.
Yes.
So I guess that's a
Yeah, did he cap RB?
If you do
No, he
this
did
and you
not.
hold it all the way up to RB, you're supposed to suicide on before the second red wave. That's when you get the last order, and
Yep.
especially if you have like a low spell count, you when Yusuke do it on the left, it's really hard on the final wave when you do that. And
Speaking of spell counts,
both
Yeah,
of
to break
them
it down,
measure and you suicide a good time, you can raise the red waves for like 400 or 500 extra.
wow, a lot of
Yeah,
guys.
so to break that down,
It's still not worth it though, just the border, and you just when you do the death border thing, you drop power, so you lose 10 point items, and you lose a border bonus of like 20x.
That
which
makes
is-
sense, yeah.
Which goes to basically 35-40 mil. You get some grades back, you still lose somewhere around 20 overall.
Yep. But anyways, the thing with RB is that you want to get to your border at the right time.
Automation. Like what the fuck? How do you buy on first wave? That's not a thing. That is over.
Right. So
Okay, I guess we should also explain how the death order thing
not
works.
really. It's not really
Questions?
that
Yeah.
good of a run. I probably want, I think. So, well, I got pretty close to like 700 into stage 4 like that. So I did some runs pre-match, and was like, if I get the stage 1 thing correct, the stage 1 thing is that you really want to get 39 power before the mid boss. So this shot, Marissa B, is really heavily dependent on that one extra berry item.
Wow.
And if you get 38, it's pretty much not a thing anymore. So that 1 power alone is worth like 20 million score. It's a lot.
Damn.
To this day, I don't know how I can do it consistently. Like, I almost get 38 every time. Probably get 39, very rarely 40, like less than 20%, I think.
Got a bunch more questions, but I'm not sure if we have time for them, so we shall just talk about what's
I get-
right in front of us right now. We got time? Okay, perfect. So
Okay.
Yomu's second spell, how hard is that? Because everyone died to it today.
No, I just fast fingered. I don't even die to the pattern. I just ram into some random thing. Like,
And then,
before it even started.
I'd say it's
Doesn't
pretty
remember
hard.
second spell. I think
It's pretty
you
hard,
died
at
on it
least
twice.
on. Well, it depends. When I say it's hard or not, it somewhat depends on how much you need to focus on it. Most of the shots you do need a lot of unfocusing there. Sakura B is slightly better, and I believe especially that Yusuke does that diagonal shooting thing. You actually don't need to
Oh yeah.
preserve that much cherry plus on that spell, because the diagonal shooting thing is going to earn you like 2,000-3,000 extra over the course for the last 3 spells. And
But
the
third
point
spell
of
isn't free
playing-
either, so I'd imagine he wants some extra leeway on that as well.
Right, and then I die to it, and it's like usually it just cancel on. I do a power cancel, and then I can't see where the big P goes. Like
Oh, yeah, I've
at
gotten
that
that
moment,
before.
like I can't even see where the big P is, and then I don't have enough, and I ended up with 49k at the end. Kind of sucks. But I think, given that Marissa B cannot do bomb recovery, and I'm not on 8 life clear phase if I suicide again, it doesn't end up cost anything, I believe. Because it's not supposed to work.
So what happened? Did you bomb after the spell?
No. So I have already lost my extra life into like I have 2 non-intentional deaths into stage 6, so I have 6 lives, 2 bombs, and if I suicide again, I will have 7 lives clear. It's not supposed to work when you cannot 8 lives clear and you go for the extra 4 round Yomu. Like, it
So
actually doesn't work.
Just because it's inevitably gonna be brought up, but I have to talk about this. But why did you get 16k frost columns that one time? Ask you on behalf of Streets.
This stage 1, like, I invented this no bomb thing, and it's really hard. So if you are resetting before you even see the frost columns, you don't want to reset there. Like, it's not a good idea mentally, basically. You just get whatever you can, like, with minimal effort and move on.
Street is still gonna judge you, but I buy it.
Well, if you get the 39 power, I'm definitely not trying anything there at all. Like, with that, you just get fit and you move on. You would get out of stage 1 with like 371, 372, which is pretty decent. And if you don't get 39 power, that will never happen. No matter how hard you try, it's not gonna happen.
Even if you get 39 power, how tight is the final border on the Letty?
Well, what's that?
Even if you get 39 power, how tight is the Letty final border?
It might have some luck effect, like on the cancel and where the big peak drop. Like, you want to squeeze out a little bit of power cancel there too. But I think generally I think I get it more than half of the time.
Yeah, wow, that's not very good.
It's not very good, but it's still pretty decent.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I guess I got a question for icterine. What replay were you using for your item table?
Oh, yeah, I have to confess a dirty secret. When last year I asked you for like the Sumizume Spawn Graze replay, right?
Yeah.
And like the Letty 45k replay. Yeah, the real reason why I wanted him was because I wanted more replays to reset the item table. I did want to study those, but I also wanted to be able to use those for the item table as well. So
one of them just happened to be one that you needed for the item table.
Yes, and I have to disable TH pack for it.
It is indeed, like, and if you notice, I use a different table for Rainbow 8 exclusively, but there's some reason behind that.
The actual benefit of using your replay is that because the B shot, I don't have when I reset out, I don't have to press down to select the B shot and I can just press the right away. So I use the reset time slightly.
All right, I guess we talk about tomorrow's run. Oh, it's today already. Okay, today's run.
It's been today for the entire match for me, dude. Alright, next match we have Unconnected Marketeers extra scoring. It's in, 9 hours, so yeah. We got Notlol versus Smile KJ versus Nyanko. So, yeah, some fairly strong players. Nyanko has been around for a long ass time. Smile and Notlol are fairly new, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, should be pretty interesting. They're all pretty good at this category, so definitely do make sure to watch this. But for now, y'all should try and get some rest. I'm gonna get some rest.
Same. And I actually commentate this tomorrow, so I gotta wake up soon.
Yeah.
So on the one run that just died, the one before the true final run, I tried to do this 4 red fairies thing, and it was pretty cool, you know.
You got it? No,
the reason I didn't do it on the first run is that if you die there, it's just doomed.
So
I'm pretty happy I got to showcase that one. It's pretty cool and unique strat, and if you do this glitch shot thing and you do some very unique stage 4 item collection stuff, you can clearly see Marissa B is not a weak shots at it. Probably between weak and strong, it's like in the middle ground.
So just
And
I just need to run through a few formalities real quick, and you can keep talking. Is that okay?
All right.
Yeah. So if you want to contribute to TWC, you can scan that QR code, join our whatever that leads to. I haven't checked. If you want to contribute, feel free to do so. Right now, I should mention we have a particular shortage of people in the North America region. So if you live in the sort of Americas and you want to contribute, then do feel free to let us know, because more help is good. And
this is just the right time to mention the American side, because I'd imagine more Americans are watching this stream right now than the other matches.
It's running up on middle of the night for them right now, but
that's a good point.
You guys are very welcome. The English commentary is brought to you by Touhou Replay Showcase. Also, they stream on 9 p.m. Central European Summer Time on Saturday and 4 p.m. on Sunday, and it's a replay party basically. All right, that's all. You two can keep talking. There's a lot of interesting shit that comes out, you know.
Is there any more questions about the runs that happened for the show?
I may have the security clearance, but I'm not very well versed in the classified PCB information, sadly.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate that a lot of the information is pretty much only in Discord channels, and some of them are not very easy to find. Yeah, I think
a lot of PCB information is like cryptic. If you don't play the game, you don't even know what it is talking about.
Yep. If anyone wants a sneak peek, you can see my ending blocker from last year.
Oh yeah.
In fact, I think it's out of date. There are a few new items that have to be added.
I was thinking about writing a PCB hidden mechanics explanation as well as the diversity explanation, but I think...
Yes, the PCB iceberg explained is necessary.
Declassify the files.
Oh yeah, the one thing with the only spell 2 was brought up earlier, I'll just say it right now. I think one new item that is to be added is the bullet slot parity on that spell, because one thing that you might notice when playing the spell is that sometimes it feels way harder than normal, and that is because the direction in which the bullets curve before they aim at you is kind of random, but it's gonna be consistent throughout the entire spell. Like if one bullet curves downwards, all the bullets are gonna curve downwards. If one of the bullets curves upwards, all of the bullets are gonna curve upwards. And if they curve downwards, then it gets a lot harder because they're like right in your face before they aim. And if you go high, you can aim at very weird angles. So yeah, and it turns out the reason for this is actually completely unintentional. It's not actually random. It's because the way the pattern works is that all the... Okay, so first off, the whether the bullet curves up or down is dependent on the bullet slot that the bullet occupies, more specifically whether it's even or odd. It's not based on an RNG call, so that's the first issue. The second issue is that by the very nature of this pattern, all of the red bullets have the same parity and all the blue bullets have the same parity. So the end result is that all of them curve in the same direction. This was recently discovered. Yeah, I probably didn't explain it that well.
For which attack?
There are a lot of weird things in this game, and I can talk about you. All of you guys know grace delay, and I'm gonna tell you there's a cancel delay. It's gonna go like, what the fuck even is this? It's really important, especially if you play soccer.
Yep, I think Connor knows about that one.
Possibly.
I think I think he just maybe did not hear about it in this like
The context.
as cancel delay. It's needed for Lyrica spell for Sake B.
Ah, yes.
Yes. So basically, to explain that one, wait, Connor, did you explain that one during the match?
I don't think I did.
Like
I just mentioned.
Oh, yes.
I mentioned like
have...
bullet. I mentioned there's like bullet cap or something. No, we're talking about two different things. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, bullet cap is relevant. The cancel delay is a mechanic that's related to the bullet cap on that spell. So you might notice that on that spell, Yusuke will cancel a bunch of bullets right before the bomb ends, and that's to avoid hitting bullet cap. And you might be wondering like, how can you hit bullet cap? The reason is that when you cancel bullet, it doesn't actually disappear right away. I forgot the exact amount, but it actually still contributes to the bullet cap for some time. So if you don't like clear a bunch of bullets before the bomb ends, you will hit bullet cap for some time and lose a bunch of bullets on the item graze.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Wait, I thought you did. Wait,
I just knew that we bomb and delete stuff to get rid of bullet cap, but I didn't know that bullets
So
like
if you keep,
they stick around for a bit.
if you keep this whole pattern below bullet cap, you don't really need that. The problem is if you go below bullet cap, like not by using the cancel on the last second, you're not going to get enough cancel for a border. So you have to do that. If you don't cancel it, with the square, you just let it cancel naturally. You will get a border, but for an additional, so I did frame count that thing. It was like 12 frames. So for an additional 0.2 seconds, nothing will spawn.
Yep.
And it's pretty important. Like if you don't do that thing, you will lose 3 shots of the yellow bullets. That counts for a lot of your grace on that.
Any more questions?
Good from my side.
Riguren.
The same reason it exists in IN.
I don't have any questions on my side.
There's
no
no
knowledge of
knowledge
Luna.
in IN.
No idea about IN. The one thing about IN is that the item count is quite a bit higher than bullet count. So it might work differently.
Wait, what is item cap in IN? Is it 2000?
Yeah, it's 2000 versus 1500 something.
For context in PCB, it's 1100 item cap, 1024 bullet cap.
Right, it's really close in PCB.
It's actually a bit of a shame because then you could do some more cool stuff with Sake B's focus bomb.
Damn. Alright. More questions? We have a lot of time.
Honestly, I'm a bit disappointed that all the runs died because I was expecting that at least one person would have a run and I could help commentate, but
Yeah.
that's just life.
It's like within 1 minute, 20 seconds, it's over.
Yeah, everything went wrong.
Yeah, I dropped the cherry item, so I had to do an early cancel on Cherno mid-non to try to compensate, and then I canceled way too early and got nothing.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah. PCB has a lot of subtlety to it, and
I'm still going to do more after the same line, probably. So I want to get at least 3.3, and that will give me push the total score over 20 billion, which is a pretty big landmark.
Yeah, that's huge. Definitely huge. But
yeah, the bad shot types have a lot of unexplored territory. So.
Yeah, the potential that it can reach is quite a bit higher than previously thought.
Yeah.
So, but
I never got any. I never finished my practice stage splits because they are very difficult.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I can't even get like another notice on every stage, so. But I just have a projected pace. Like if you can do this stage 1 thing perfectly, and you don't miss any of the stage 3, the safe spot raises, you'll get. I think I was on pace to get 710. It's basically tied to my remove PV, and you're probably supposed to tie it on stage 4 as well. And stage 5 I had mistakes, so even though recipe is weaker, I can still sort of tie it. So I think the really good, if everything goes correctly perfectly, it will be around 3.5, but that's probably too much to ask.
I also did not finish my 6-stage practice splits this year. I don't have a clean stage 4 or stage 6. I think it would hit 3.9 if I did finish it though.
I guess you can cut off the stream. Like we can keep the voice chat going on.
So, right.
There's nothing going on in chat.
Yeah. So, in any case, next match is in 7 hours. Should try to get some rest.
I think you mean 9 hours.
Like, oh, it's 9. I can't math. Anyways,
That's fine.
Yeah. So basically, for this next match, some of us are gonna sleep. I'm gonna sleep, and we'll see you later.
Well, you know what? It might have actually been a good thing that all of our runs died, because if one of them continued, I think the TRC community will be upset with how much we're pausing.
I was thinking that too. I was prepared for like final run plus a lot of pausing.
What is the formal rule on like what is too much pausing anyways?
They're making it, I think.
We're drafting.
They're looking into it, yeah.
Okay, perfect to avoid a disaster.
I mean, I'm not going to pause. I was not really thinking about pausing for that long, but
Yeah.
I just saw your run and my mind fucking.
Sorry.
Yeah. All right.
Like in the past, you've used to pause a lot, so whatever.
Alright, so like while the timer is running, I don't care, but it is like specifically on final run that like you're kind of dragging it out. That's where it starts to become a problem.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. I don't really want to give the broadcasters and commentators extra pain, so I will not going to do that if that happens.
So, but we do have to wrap up now, and so everyone say bye, and we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Alright, GG everyone.